Hola, amigos y amigas. I'd like to read from Psalms and 1 Corinthians, a couple of verses inspired by the eclipse yesterday. And yeah, it was just really awe-inspiring. I figure there's a couple ways to look at it. There's a lot of ways to look at it. You could take the humanist route and applaud yourself and stand under it and say, wow, how great we are, somehow kind of missing the point and saying that, oh, it's isn't the world a beautiful place? Of course it is. Aren't the heavens incredible and vast, and isn't the whole thing just an amazing? Yeah, and yes, it is. But you can kind of miss the point and just look at it and put it on a pedestal and say, wow, we love it. And you can put Mother Earth above Father God, if you like. The other way would be to put Father God above Mother Earth, and to say that, and within that, there's two kind of ways. You could say, well, we're on the good side or we're on the bad side. We're either on God's favor or we're not. And to look at that, the vast cathedral of infinity that passed over us yesterday, and to see the absolute perfection of that event, and just to realize that the moon is exactly the right size to cover the sun at that particular moment. It's not like a marble, or it's not 3 times as big. It actually is exactly the right size to give you this aura of perfect circle around and just the absolute incredible majesty and vastness of that, of the event, and just the perfection of it. And to sit there and either, just put your hands up and say, wow, that's the reason I'm making this video, because I don't like making these kind of videos. That kind of bores me. But yesterday I have to make some kind of video. It really had an amazing effect. It was just incredibly, the display of power and majesty it's like, okay, yeah, wow. I mean, wow, I can't even wait to get to heaven. It was an advertisement for heaven, essentially. And if you're on the bad side of that God, it should be like, whoa, wow, this is serious. Everybody in the world that was in the path of it, more or less, was staring up in the sky in rapt wonder. I mean, that's kind of what God is going to do to us, one way or the other. And so I would like to encourage you to get on and it's not hard. It's not like a religion or some weird cult where you have to agree with people, whether it's a political cult or a legalistic religious kind of event where, and you have to wear some weird clothes and subject your individuality to the great collectivist we, and you have to put on the same clothes and have your hair in the same way and wear the same silly hat and all this kind of nonsense, where you can just kind of, because God created every tree in the history of trees to be different. That doesn't mean He wants us to be the same. You know what I'm saying? He created you to be you, so be you, but be you as He created you to be. And that's something that we all, that's a lifelong process, and surrendering the trappings of the physical, the trappings of the temporal, whether they're political, cultural, geographic, whatever era we're in. We're born in the 70s, we're born in the 90s, we're born in 1805, whatever it is, and we have to deal with the world we're living in, and to just kind of be like, wow, this is all kind of essentially, it's trapped in sin, and it's going to keep us down eventually. Some sooner than later, some last 100 years, some don't make it out of the cradle. Psalm or Isaiah 57:1 applies to those people, but we're not here to read that. And before this gets getting longer, I'd like to read. I might not need the glasses for this. Yeah, close, but not quite. So in Espanol and English, Psalm 19, verse 1 in English first. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth His handiwork. There you go. Yes, it does. They declare the glory of God. It's like a cathedral of infinity. A cathedral, literally standing under the greatest cathedral in the world. But the sun is the stained glass window. The Horsehead Nebula is a detail. I mean, it's incredible. Salmo 19, versículo 1. Los cielos cuentan la gloria de Dios, el firmamento anuncia la obra de sus manos. Verdadura. 1 Corinthians 2:9. Excuse me. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for them that love him. And that's mind-blowing. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for them that love him. I mean that it's like even more grand than that. The Taj Mahal is an abandoned tool shed that nobody uses because it's too, Machu Picchu is like I wrote in it's not much of an article. It's more of an observation, but Incan Mini-Golf, Machu Picchu is an abandoned mini-golf course in a bad part of town compared to what we're going to see in heaven. And it's an idyllic looking place. I've never been there. I'd love to go. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard the things which the Lord has prepared for them that love him. So, I mean, you can't really add to that. 1 Corintios 2, versículo 9, antes, como está escrito, ojo no ha visto, ni oído la... I'm trying too hard. 1 Corintios 2, versículo 9, antes, como está escrito, ojo no ha visto, ni oído ha escuchado, ni han subido en corazón de hombre las cosas que Dios ha preparado para los que le aman. Anyway, yeah. So, Dios te bendiga. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Vaya con Dios. Adios.